already evolved from greater Mesopotamian cities like Ebla, for example. We know that deities like Milcom and Kamash and El and Ashur were already attested in Ebla, and we see them attested in Sumer. We see them attested in many places. So why is it that we act like it's just unfounded that Yahweh could be attested to in deeper antiquity than just, you know, the 1500 or the 1400s BC that we usually try to lean upon, the Shastu of Yahweh, or that inscription, cursed by Yahweh I've been. You know, we lean into all these different inscriptions, but we don't lean into deeper antiquity. We don't lean into the syncretic nature of Yahweh. Yahweh is very syncretic with Enki. I know many a times people syncretize Yahweh with Enlil. I think El is really the closer syncretic link to Enlil, though we see Yahweh take on Enlil properties. And so it's not unfounded to say that the Israelites based two of their main gods, that being El Elyon and Yahweh, off of Enlil and Enki from Sumer or from the Anunnaki. But we see that these deities evolve over time. We see Baal Hadad has its origins in greater Mesopotamia from Ishkur, Adad. We see Astarte has her origins from Inanna, Ishtar. We see that even Reshef comes from Nergal, and stories in the Bible are even reflecting this. Like, for example, did you know that the story where Yahweh has to tell the angel of death, or the angel of destruction to relent, which is usually considered to either be Mot or Reshef? This is similar to the story where Itam has to tell Nergal or Edera to relent. This is a similar story, similar parallels. They're taking stories from other Mesopotamian stories that are passed down, but then they're also readapting these stories and giving Yahweh the role of multiple deities. But we know that Yahweh is based off of a deity because many of these deities have their origins. Zeus is based off of Baal Hadad. Uranus is based off of Anu. So if we can just trace Yahweh back, we can find out where Yahweh came from and the type of deity Yahweh truly is and the type of deity that the Israelites made him. We know Quosh could have been a deity. Like, we know that Quosh, for example, is actually a war deity, actually a storm deity. His name literally means the bow, the rainbow. So we know that Quosh can be traced back to probably a storm deity or a deity associated with rainbows. I usually say Pabelzag or Samut, but you could honestly say Wer. You could even say that Quosh may be a variant of Baal Hadad, but scholars don't support that always. So I usually lean towards him either being connected to rainbows like Samut or Pabelzag, or being a minor war deity / storm deity that was elevated to a national deity in